All right. Are we going to do like an intro?
We got to do an intro.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, ready?
You first, me second.
Okay.
You third. Us together.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
NeuroNerds. Oh, that's it right there.
God.
Come on.
If you don't know Elmo's song, go watch Sesame Street and educate yourself.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are
The
NeuroNerds.
Yes, that was on time.
I feel pretty good about that.
NeuroNerds.
You have to know who Elmo is, right?
Some people might be really young and not know the wonder and magic that is Sesame Street.
Well, yeah, that's true. Sesame Street is timeless.
I grew up with the count. 1 bat, 2 bat, 3 I love the Batty song.
I drink your blood. Blah 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 blah. Oh wait, no, he doesn't drink blood.
That's Twilight,
right?
honey.
Is it?
No.
By the way,
no, cut that. No, Twilight.
No. Let's talk about Twilight for like a hot second.
Okay, Twilight destroyed the lore of vampires. Lore, Lore, not lore. Lure, because apparently there's a new generation of young girls that are in love with stalker-ish abusive vampires.
Oh no, I love what that movie did to like women's rights and like strong women out there. It's like, oh, he doesn't love me. Life is terrible. I need to jump off a cliff so I could join. Like, come on, man.
No, and real vampires don't sparkle. If you want to watch a really good show or movie about vampires,
you probably shouldn't be watching Twilight.
No, you should be watching Buffy. Okay.
Wait. Okay, which one? Buffy the movie or Buffy the TV show?
TV show.
Okay, I'm older than you.
No, I've seen the movie too.
So I'm Christy Swanson is my Buffy.
No,
it's kind of like you can figure out people's ages by like who their Batman is.
That is true. You can figure out who it is by who's your Buffy.
Yeah, like my Batman is Michael Keaton.
I love Michael Keaton.
Right, but who is your Batman? Like your age Batman.
My God, that's the Schumacher era.
Oh no, were you was your Batman George Clooney?
And Val Kilmer.
I am so sorry.
That's why I was gonna say my Batman's Christian Bale.
My Batman is
but Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's right before. No, because it was released in '89, wasn't it? That's the year I was born. So the Batman.
Oh my God, you're
shut
a
up.
baby.
So
you're such a young baby.
The first Batman I remember, is it Batman Returns? The one with
That's the one with Val Kilmer.
No. Okay, so which is the one?
So there was the amazing one.
Wait. It's Batman. The one with Penguin.
Batman Returns.
Yeah, that's not Val Kilmer.
No, that was still Michael
Keaton.
Yeah.
So I remember that watching
Batman
it as a
Forever is Val Kilmer.
Yes.
And then Batman and Robin.
Yes, is George Clooney.
And then
Schumacher era.
Oh my gosh.
That's why when you're like, who's your Batman? I'm like, they're not my Batman.
Yeah, my Batman doesn't have bat nipples.
No.
And there aren't close-ups of bat crotches or bat butts.
Yeah. Even though you have had firsthand experience with that Batman.
Oh, I did. I'm telling. Okay, so like my favorite story ever. It's my favorite story, and I'm so happy that my brain remembers this. I really think like it could have been.
Because no one else would know.
All of my memories could have disappeared so long as I hold on to this one. I feel like my comeback is a success. My mental comeback has been a success.
I'm in the plus column.
So a friend of mine was head of security at like Warner Brothers lot. So I used to go down there and play basketball with him, and I would just happen to meet like all of these like celebrity cool people. It's a perk of living out here, like in California. You know, you just like run into people.
Because everyone thinks LA is like, oh, you run into celebrities all the time.
You do. It's really weird.
It's more like B and C list that you run into a lot nowadays.
That's true.
A big A-list celebrity is a little harder.
Yeah, they don't live in LA. They just work here.
Yeah.
So I was at the Warner Brothers lot, and we were playing basketball, and while we were playing, like Jamie Foxx came over. He was filming. They were filming the Jamie Foxx show at the time. So yeah, there's the timestamp right there. And so
I used to watch that.
Started playing against him, which was really cool. And just so happened, before he was a huge megastar, Michael Clark Duncan was on that show. So he can't. Well, I was playing basketball with Michael Clark Duncan. Not a very good basketball player. Amazing guy.
Amazing actor.
Jamie Foxx, man, that guy can talk. And he's a really good athlete. Was not that he was a terrible basketball player. I gotta say, I dominated.
Yeah,
also,
I'm sure.
I am pretty good. So I thought this has just been an awesome day. I schooled Jamie Foxx. I met this huge dude, not knowing that this huge dude is going to be like a huge megastar later on in like a decade later.
Mm-hmm. Green Mile.
So we're wrapping up. We got a couple guys, and it was like a movie. It's like a superhero movie. This dude just like walks up on the court and he's like, "Hey guys, you want to run full?" And I look over, and it's George Clooney.
Wow.
What was great is he had just finished filming, so he still had like the makeup on his eyes, the black makeup,
The
like,
raccoon eyes?
the raccoon eyes, and I was like, oh, that's George Clooney. I was like, yeah, man, let's get it going. And we played full court. We played for about another hour or so, and at the end of the game, one of the highlights of my life. Again, I'm very happy that I have this memory. He was like, "Hey, everybody, good game," like high five and everything. And he's not bad. He's actually a pretty good basketball player. And then he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, good game," and he tapped me on the butt. Yeah, I'm telling you, I have never ever called. I went through my whole phone list, and it was back in the day. There weren't like cell phones, so like I actually had like a phone book. So like all my contacts, I called everyone as soon as I got home from my landline, and I was like, "Oh my God, George Clooney just touched my butt. Call me back." All my friends were so confused, but I was like super excited. It was awesome. I mean, Batman touched my butt.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Isn't it?
I mean, the degree of separation I have to George Clooney is a friend of mine who is actually much older than both of us, dated him for about 3 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what an awesome...
Yeah.
I was going to say something really horrible.
Yeah, but I'm glad you didn't.
I'll save that for off air.
Yes. So again, you can define what generation you are depending on what reboot version is yours,
true.
right?
That's true.
So so we're talking about Buffy and vampires, right? So Buffy, just go watch Buffy. Do yourself a favor. It's witty, it's fun, it's timeless. There's still Starbucks in there, so you can relate somehow.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Actually, my friend is an actress, is the Asian girl that's the background friend for Harmony's like little girl group in the first season. Is in Buffy. Or in first and second season. And third. No, first and second season.
I don't know if I got that deep into Buffy. Because again, Christy Swanson is my Buffy. And I'm telling you, the movie was awesome. Why? Because Pee Wee Herman had the best vampire death scene ever.
Stop.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go see
Do yourself
the
a favor.
90s Buffy movie.
Go watch
Incredible.
both. They're both 90s.
Are they?
Christy,
oh, yeah, they are.
Buffy started in 1997. 1997.
Oh, that's like
or 96.
That's the year you were born, wasn't it?
96. I think Buffy's 96 actually.
She's 96 years old. Well, she's a vampire, so.
Well, so either
no, she's
Xena...
not. She's a vampire slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
So Xena's either 96 or 97, and then Buffy's whichever one. She's 97.
You know, the 90s had like a lot of strong women characters.
Yeah,
we need to
we
definitely.
talked about that.
We need to definitely bring that back. Like now, what do we have now? I guess we have a lot of movies, but
yeah, we.
I'm like, who really watches TV anymore?
Wait, we talked about this before.
What, like watching TV?
Yeah, no, about strong female characters. That was the first episode we did. See,
we
we got brain injuries. We're coming back now. Moving on. So something super exciting just was released, and that is dun dun dun, dun Marvel's Infinity War.
Oh my goodness!
Uh-huh.
I really think I came back from a major hemorrhagic stroke for this movie.
Oh my god!
If nothing else, to remember that George Clooney touched my butt.
And to watch Infinity War?
And to watch Infinity War. Like, I've been invested in this universe since Jump. Since, like, The Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton and Iron Man.
Wait, you didn't like the Eric Bana version?
Are you kidding me? You mean Fat Hulk? Oh, man.
I loved Eric Bana from Troy. So
he was cool. Wait. Was he? No.
Yes,
he was terrible.
He was Hector in Troy.
He was, and that's a horrible name.
You know what? We can't even discuss Troy right now, right? Because that's like
Troy's a terrible movie.
You know what? It's a good movie to watch when you want just a random movie, okay?
So if you're like, all right, you know, I want to
I'm a history and mythology buff, okay? And I acknowledge the problems that film has, but I love watching it.
That's great. Read the book. Read
the Iliad.
read the Iliad.
I have. Have you? Come at me, bro. I'm gonna win 12 ways from Sunday. Come on. Get on my level here.
Do you want to? Well, if we're talking movies and you want to waste time, let's talk about Troy. Yeah, the movie was awful. That movie was awful, and it should have been. It should have been great because Eric Bana is a really good actor.
Brad Pitt was fabulous.
Brad Pitt is
that was at the height of his like popularity. He was still with Jennifer Aniston. Like
was he?
Yeah, that was like the last. That was their film company called Plan B. Plan B.
Yeah, Plan B. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, shut up. That was like their project. It was awesome. And
yeah, well, she just got a divorce. It's a possibility they can still make that happen.
I'm actually like low key. I fangirl them. I ship Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston again. I want them to be happy.
Can you explain ships to the people that don't know what ships are? Because you had to explain it to me.
I forgot. So if you are new to like intense nerdum, there is a phenomenon called shipping. So it comes from the word relationship. Okay, so it's now a verb, to ship. Okay. So usually what happens, like let's say Harry Potter, right? We'll just take that. And who is the main couples? You have Harry and Ginny, and then you have Hermione and Ron, no matter how wrong I believe that is.
That's still weird.
Yeah, and I agree. And what was it? J.K. Rowling admitted like it wasn't supposed to end up happening, and she just let it. Anyways.
It should have been Harry and Luna.
That's actually a ship.
Right?
Yeah. So then what happens is, so what if you're disappointed with these couples, or you're like, you know what? I want Harry to be with Dobby, right? I mean, that's some deep, crazy stuff. But like,
finally someone said it aloud because I've been thinking it.
So what it is to ship is like when you're like, oh, I want Hermione with Draco, which happens to be one of the most popular Harry Potter ships that are non-canon. Yes.
No.
Hermione and Draco.
Weird.
Also called Hermione.
Actually, I kind of like that.
Yeah. They we ship them. No.
Okay.
We ship them and we're like, man, it would have been great. How would we have rewritten in fan fiction at least? How would you rewrite part of the book? What is your alternate universe story? So shipping is basically like, oh my God, I want these characters to be together. And if your series or book isn't done, you're going to be looking for hints and in the TV show for them to get together. So like people who are John Daenerys fans, which are John and Daenerys, and I'm like, because that's his aunt.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah, and I get it, Targaryens and incest, but like seriously, no. Like people were watching all through the show, like who were shipping them before it was official, right? And they're like, "Ooh, this hint is foreshadowing."
You're using that word. Oh, they're shipping them.
It is a verb, okay? It's in the modern nerd lexicon, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that it's official then.
Yeah.
I got
Get on my level.
I don't think I can.
So there you go. That is a quick definition of shipping.
Mm-hmm.
No one should ever attack whatever someone else ships. Their OTP, which is their one true pairing. I'm just throwing out words. And
is that anything like OPP? Like
no,
naughty by
like
nature?
you know me. No. So yes, if someone tells you that they ship someone, or that a certain ship is their end game, leave them alone. Let them have their ship. It's not their fault if they end up killing you.
The perfect ship.
What?
The Enterprise and the Millennium Falcon. Like I think they should get together.
Okay.
Right?
There's some people I'm sure that ship Han Solo and Captain Kirk.
But like it's a ship. I'm starting like a new genre.
I can guarantee
it's
probably
thing.
No, I can guarantee it's probably been done before.
Oh man, I gotta check Reddit.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been done.
By the way, I don't really use Reddit.
I don't either.
No, we should.
My brother uses Reddit, and so I'll be like, "Hey, did you see this cool thing?" He's like, "I already saw it." I'm like, "Can you just like be cool for a second?"
No, like all right, like Redditors now, like they're like the new rock stars. You know what I mean? Like they're like the like you know how like nerds are like cool now? I mean, come on, look at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm killing it.
Okay.
All right. So like,
but you're not a Redditor, so why are you trying to compare yourself?
But
as one of the cool
Redditors
ones?
are like they're like the geeks trying to get to the nerd level, but like they're still pretty cool.
Oh, okay. So okay. We're kind of we're gonna like separate our audience here.
Are you a geek or are you a nerd?
Yeah, we embrace all. So.
No, we are. So like most of the people listening here, you're either survivors or families of survivors or just nerds surviving this world. So
yeah, seriously.
We're all one people. See how I brought it back?
Yes, I like that.
See, like we're all one. We are unity.
So we're gonna now go back to unity of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe cast.
I am
in Infinity Wars.
Who
are you most excited to see? Is there a certain scene, a certain resolution to the genre?
I thought that there was going to be something where it's like I want to see just this one thing. I saw the trailer.
Oh, by the way, spoiler alerts.
I want to see everything.
Like all the B-roll.
I want to see
all the deleted scenes.
Oh my God. I want to. It's just over 2 hours, I guess, the movie. 2.5 hours, whatever it is.
There's an hour left on the cutting room floor.
It could be 2.5 days. And I would sit through it.
Yes.
I would put on a diaper and have blood clots and not move and watch the entire thing. I am that excited.
You're that committed to this?
I am.
I agree. No, I want to see, like, that's one of the things I think for Civil War, they had some clips no, they didn't have clips. They had photos of like some scenes that didn't get filmed, or that were filmed but were cut out of the film, about with Steve and Bucky, and I'm like, you cannot tease us with an on-set photo of a scene we missed and then not include the deleted scene.
Were they shirtless? Because normally those scenes
No,
are
it was
shirtless,
going to
like
be a
working
hugging
out.
scene. It was going to be a hugging scene, and I just want Bucky and Steve to hug and make out and have beautiful babies.
Oh my gosh. I'm not quite sure even in that universe if that's possible, but
yes.
All right.
Why can't Captain America love Bucky?
He can love Bucky. I'm sure he does love Bucky.
I'm sure he does too.
But I don't think he can make babies with another dude.
You need to read more fan fiction.
That's very true. I'll check some of these ships. They sound interesting.
That hashtag is called MPreg, just FYI.
My God, that is
like,
so weird.
No. This is how deep the fan fiction hole goes. So like,
wow.
Tumble, like,
by the way,
stumble carefully.
By the way, phrasing. I'm actually interested in some fan fiction. I read like some Punisher fan fiction, which is really cool.
Okay, that's cool.
That's like my favorite character. I am bummed out that he's not in Infinity War.
Yeah, but he's not part of like the cinematic universe.
He should be, because I'm doing quotes because
Yes.
they say it's all connected. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, it's not.
No, I agree. It's not.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is its own thing.
Yes.
The Netflix shows are their own
Yes.
thing. They keep referencing things, but it's
Yeah,
like,
that doesn't
dude,
count.
Like, let's just bring it together. We got Spider-Man. We got, I'm sure.
Who is still so cute. He's such a little gift to the
Oh, he's great.
He's
He's the
amazing.
perfect-
Tom
he's-
Holland does amazing things.
He's the perfect Spider-Man.
I
mean,
do miss
Tobey Maguire-
Andrew.
No. No.
I miss Andrew Garfield a
Okay,
little.
talk about dividing. We're divided right there.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you why. I'll say it as calmly as I can,
Okay.
because I am absolutely correct. So, Tobey Maguire originally, he was cool. Like, he was a great introduction to the character, but he was never really Peter Parker.
It was very comic-y.
It was,
Yeah.
but he was old. He was 30 when he did
that
it,
too.
which is a little weird.
He was older.
So, and then they replaced him with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
I am sorry, Peter Parker does not look like an Abercrombie and Fitch model. He doesn't. He's nerdy. He's the geek. He's kind of like, if you kind of clean this dude up, he would be like okay looking. He would be acceptable, but he would never be like, oh man, I could see that dude in print. You can't. He's not. So Garfield was cool. I really enjoyed the first movie. Second one was hot trash.
They always are.
But then Tom Holland is perfect. No, also, wait.
Tom Holland is perfect.
He is. Also,
he's
Garfield,
an actual teenager.
Too tall. Way too tall.
Okay.
Spider-Man's tiny, just like Wolverine. Everybody's like, yeah, Wolverine's tiny.
Wolverine's like 5'5".
He is in the comics. If people don't know, like, Wolverine is tiny.
Yeah, he's 5. I think it's 5'5".
Yeah, he's exactly 5'5", and he has like a Napoleon complex. That's why he's always like attacking bigger dudes. So Tom Holland is perfect because he's shorter. He's younger.
He's an actual teenager.
He's not. He's in his 20s.
No, when he started. Well, when
he started
filming,
he was 19.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, he was. Oh my God, I almost got attacked. I almost got TKO'd by Taekwondo. So Lauren had a jacket and it had a TKD for Taekwondo.
Because he has a stroke, he thought it was an O.
I thought it said TKO, and I was like, oh, this technical not. Anyways,
I have won fights through TKO.
I'm telling you, Bat Widow's a badass. So Andrew Garfield, I really enjoyed the first movie. I thought it was really solid. I thought he was a decent decent Spider-Man. I thought it was a terrible Peter Parker. Do you actually look at him and say, wow, that guy's a nerd?
No.
Have you ever thought that?
No.
Okay, what is Peter Parker?
He's a nerd.
He's a nerd.
But people, okay, let's use that. When you look at me, do you say that's a nerd? Yeah, exactly.
No, I honestly never. In talking to you, absolutely.
Yes, but on appearance, like you're judging Andrew Garfield, never.
No.
So I'm gonna just put that there.
Cool.
Andrew Garfield is an amazing actor.
But I'll say this too. I would never cast you as Spider-Man either. So
what about Spider-Gwen? Just put a blonde wig on.
You'd be a dope Spider-Gwen. Wait, what would you be a dope? You would be a dope rogue for sure.
Hello, I already have my rogue.
Because you have not just a rogue streak. I think you'd be a dope rogue. I don't know what your redneck accent sounds like.
Oh, I have one because my mama's from Louisiana.
Oh, your mom is from Louisiana. That's so crazy.
Well, she lived there for a bit and she kept y'all. So I say y'all, especially because in Spanish we have nosotros and
nosotros, y'all.
Y'all. Wait, I'm sorry. I almost said vosotros. Sorry, I'm going to Spain soon, and vosotros is what's used, that form. Y'all is ustedes, not nosotros. Please, Felice, cut that out. I sound like someone who can't speak Spanish.
Oh my God, please, Felice, leave that in.
I'll never forgive you. Back to Infinity Wars. Okay, so we're happy about Spider-Man.
So happy. I mean, there was like the trailer's out and everyone has seen it. So we're not really spoiling anything. So we're just gonna I'm gonna talk about like a few of my theories.
Yes, and then I'm gonna talk about a few of my theories.
All right.
And try not to kill each other.
So everyone's gonna die.
I kind of feel like that might happen.
Okay, so anybody who doesn't watch like the Marvel stuff, you should. What have you been doing with your lives?
Watching DC.
Aside of living. No.
Watching DC.
No one's doing that. Actually, I saw Justice League for the first time.
So did I. I saw it this week too, and it was
entertaining.
No.
It was terrible.
The Flash kid was entertaining.
Flash was good. Aquaman was a bro. Wonder Woman was like watered down.
Mm-hmm.
Superman had a weird upper lip. Batman was not bad. It was just a weird movie, but it was entertaining. It was.
My mom watched it and was like, "Yeah, this is boring."
It was significantly better than I thought it was going to be.
Come on, the bad guy's named Steppenwolf. My dad cracked up. He's like, "Is he going to start playing?"
Terrible idea to bring in Steppenwolf, especially because DC's Rogues Gallery. Oh my god, all of Batman's. His Rogues Gallery is amazing. It's the best out of everyone. So just pull those guys.
Yeah.
Pull major. Anyways, they just made a mistake there. It was entertaining. It was the highest I'd give it. I give it a B.
It was not an Avengers film.
No, absolutely not. It was for what it was a B. Closer to like B- than a B. But I give it a solid B because if you go in with zero expectations.
Yeah, that's true. If you go in with zero, it was entertaining enough that you were like, oh, okay, superheroes, great. But if you're going in like I love Marvel or like I know Justice League and you're just sitting there going,
no.
You're going
don't
like,
pretend,
what?
Forget everything you know about Justice League. Just do that and it would be entertaining. Also, Warner Brothers, get your CGI right.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
Can't just get it right.
That was so bad. And then that Zack Snyder filter they put over it, like that color scheme.
Oh my God. Well, no. So yeah, and then you can see the stuff that Joss Whedon did. It's like, oh wow, it's so beautiful and colorful.
Yeah.
And it's got wit and now it's dark and dreary. And I feel like someone's gonna murder me. Yeah, it's really weird. The tone shifts were kind of crazy.
It was very jarring.
But so back to Infinity War. I think, and you think I was joking? I'm not. I think everyone's gonna die and be resurrected by the Time Stone.
Or
the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
because we still don't know where the Soul Stone is.
Yeah, some sort of cosmic reset.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so but I keep on reading because this the only thing I read.
I'm really proud that you're reading too.
Right?
Yeah, because you still won't read my stuff.
It's so hard. It's so hard. So reading for me, it takes a lot because I drift. So but I have a little bit. I got a touch of the ADD, and it was always difficult for me to read. But like I can really focus in every once in a while. But like now post stroke, oh my gosh, like I'm a page in, and I'm like, oh wait, how did it start? And I have to constantly reread everything. It is torture. If anybody's seen Doctor Strange at the end of the movie where he's like, Dormammu, we need to talk, and then like he's in this time loop, that's what I feel like because I read the exact same page over 10, 15 times because I'll get to the bottom of the second page and wait, who is this? Where did this start? Where are they? Wait, what happened? Why is this pertaining? What is it? I can't make it stick. So that sucks. Now I'm depressed. But no, I'm a work in progress, just like all of us. So back to Infinity War, I think everybody's gonna die and somehow they're gonna be resurrected with the Time Stone. Because I keep seeing pictures. Iron Man has his arc reactor. Why does he have the arc reactor in his chest? He had it removed.
Right.
So what does that mean? I think some time is gonna be manipulated.
And I think you are correct. You know, I think that's a very plausible. That'd be a cool way also if there's either a way they can't bring everyone back because contracts are over for Captain America, for Tony Stark, for Black Widow. Is Thor's contract up?
It is, but apparently they're going to renew that because like Ragnarok was huge.
Yeah. So he can ride that one still. So many of our main Avengers cast, their contracts up. So
you'll love this one. Hawkeye's dead. I think that's gonna happen.
Leave Hawkeye alone.
He's been on the chopping board since like before he was even on screen.
No, leave him alone. He's a blessing.
Actually, I think he might live, but I think Vision's gonna live. I think Scarlet Witch is gonna figure out a way to remove the Mind Stone from him.
Okay.
I think that because Vision he's too dope. I love him. I think Cap's done.
Yeah, he has to be. It's going to Bucky.
Yeah, I think Cap's done.
Or Falcon if they're going to skip Bucky.
I think they'll go Bucky.
I'm hoping they will because Sebastian Stan I think still has.
He has like 20 movies.
No, he has.
He has at least 3 or
7
4.
or 8. No. He has 5 more movies left. I
Yeah,
think.
because he did Black Panther, and then the Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
So I think Iron Man's done too, because I don't think Marvel is going to be like, yeah, we're totally going to pay this dude $100 million a movie.
Yeah, no. He's gone.
And they're going to go cosmic. So Captain America isn't really cosmic.
Well, I think either like Tony and Steve and who's the other one I was saying? Not Thor, but anyway, and Scar and Black Widow. I think they're going to die, and maybe when the time is reset, they're all going to either choose to retire or it's alternate universe people who aren't those.
Oh, that's going to get so confusing. Oh, yeah. I also think Drax is going to die.
Aw, I like Drax.
Because Thanos is the one that, is responsible for his
Do you think Gamora
family.
and Nebula are going to die?
No.
Oh.
Wait, you know what?
Yeah. I think that would be very poetic.
I didn't really think about that because I think they're awesome.
I think Nebula's going to die.
Really?
Yeah. So I like Nebula, but I think she'll die.
In the Infinity War comic, Nebula, she wears the Infinity Gauntlet.
That would be amazing.
I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if she's that popular.
No, I don't think she's a big enough character for that, but maybe Gamora does.
I'll tell you my favorite part of the trailer, which is everything. No, so the one specific part is when Thanos is
punching Cap,
and Cap is withholding the gauntlet, he's holding and he's shaking, and for a second you see Thanos pushing, and he's like, "Hey."
He's like, "Oh shit! Wait a second.
What the hell's going on? It's just some dude."
Yeah.
Right. That was awesome.
And then all that intensity in Chris Evans' face was fabulous.
Right, and then his biceps and pecs.
Yes! Oh my god. We're fanning ourselves in here, guys. We're fanning ourselves.
We're fangirling, and I'm a dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great. I like the end where it has the typical Marvel humor where he's like, "Hey,
I'm Peter Parker.
Peter Parker. Oh, I'm Doctor Strange. Oh, we're using our made up names. Oh, I'm Spider-Man," which is hilarious because he's really Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then it just shows Spider-Man in the Iron Spider suit, zipping through outer space debris. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
So my favorite part, other than the fact that we saw Bucky, and I'm just so happy, I love my Bucky, So I am a big supporter of Loki. I'm part of the Loki fangirl club. Shut up. So I'm a big fan of saying, Loki's not just a villain. Okay, he's not.
Oh no, he's a good guy that just so happened to murder dozens of people.
I've never said Loki's a good guy.
I just said so happened to murder dozens of people.
Yeah, he's not just a villain. Okay. We saw in Ragnarok, he's on his upward trajectory of starting to do the right thing. Again, I'm arguing he's chaotic.
Oh man,
neutral,
you remember that serial killer? You remember that serial killer that donated his time and helped old ladies across the street? And
he's not a serial killer.
You remember that guy? Oh yeah, he's not all bad. He just so happened to murder 100 people. But aside of that, he did help those old people across the street.
If anyone
he
here
donated
happens
his time to build houses.
Okay, let me address this. 2 points first. Mm-hmm. First, my theory is that Loki, 1, is not giving up the Tesseract of his own free will. Okay. Right. And so, because 1, he looked absolutely terrified / he had tears in his eyes when you broke the clips down from the first trailer. He had tears in his eyes as he's handing over the Tesseract. So my theory was Loki's not going to give that up. Thanos captured and tortured him until he led the Chitauri.
You want to know where?
Let me finish.
The tears came from space allergies.
Shut up. So my theory was he's either being controlled and forced to give up the Tesseract, or he's doing it to save Thor or save the Asgardians on the ship. That was my theory.
Good theory.
Then what happens in this trailer release? Thor's head is being crushed in by Thanos. And then we flash to the next clip. And of course, I will say Marvel's really good at trying to fuck with us on how they edit.
They do.
But if you stop the clip where it's the group clip with Loki standing there, Loki is standing below a staircase or something, a stage, and he's staring up in horror while there is a huge ass gun, weapon, spear being pointed at his head. I don't think that's anything of free will going on there.
Yeah, but Loki's an opportunist when it comes to himself.
Or those he cares for.
He doesn't care for anyone.
He loves his brother.
He does sometimes. When his life isn't in danger or when everything is good for him, he's like, "Oh, yeah, my brother, I love you. You're good." But then he's like, "I'm bored and I want to do this. It just involves me murdering a bunch of people. I'm going to go do that and also try to kill you too."
If Loki wanted to kill Thor, he could have.
He's tried. Thor is the god of thunder.
And Loki is the god of mischief and
yeah.
lies. He's
What's-
also one of the most powerful sorcerers in the universe.
That's true.
So fuck off.
Oh my God.
I am protective of Loki. Anyways, so yes, but on this subject, okay, one of the cool things about the Infinity Wars cast is we have characters that have all gone through some sort of emotional, mental, physical trauma.
Yes.
There's been, what is it called? Non-consensual body modifications.
From Bucky.
Yeah.
Well,
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Right? The arc reactor.
That's right.
Right?
He didn't ask for that to
The
be put in his
Hulk.
chest.
The Hulk, depending on which origin story you follow.
Right.
Right?
And if you're following like the Marvel one, it was an accident.
Right. Was it Eric Bana's version that his dad was drugging him with it?
That was just
something
so terrible.
like that.
See, even more, the fat lime green Hulk was terrible.
Right. Amnesia. How many of them have amnesia?
True.
Right. Or have had some sort of memory issue?
Too, specifically Bucky.
Right.
Like he was
70 years of
brainwashed.
torture and brainwashing and of frying his damn brain.
And the same thing, not Scarlet Witch,
Black
Scarlett
Widow.
Johansson, Black Widow. You know,
Black Widow. She was born I had it wrong. I think last time I said she was born 1917, 18. That's when Bucky and Steve, that era. She was born 1920 something. That's her official birth year.
Wow, she looks remarkable.
Well, she has a version of the super soldier serum.
That's
the Red Rims version.
Oh.
That's why she's very old.
And
That's why her and Bucky, I think it was in the 60s or the 70s, partnered up on missions, and they had a relationship.
Did they?
Yeah, in the comic books.
Why didn't I know that? Oh, my nerdum isn't that deep. I guess
It's not strong.
She looks remarkable.
Well, so did Bucky and Steve. They're non-Agegarians, or however you say that.
That's very true. I think they've gone under the knife. There might be a little Botox going on there.
So, talking about more the mental health thing, Scarlet Witch, if you're following the MCU backstory, not the original backstory, she was what? She's a Hydra experiment, right?
Her and her brother
are Hydra experiments for a year or two, and then they go out and kill people. And then when she goes to help Steve in Civil War, what has she done? She's taken to the raft. She's put in a straitjacket with like a shock collar, right? Like another imprisonment. She's tortured as well.
Yeah.
Like, I love all these characters got issues. Now, if you're going to canon for Hawkeye, he's deaf in canon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which I think would have been
more amazing.
Which I think would have been really cool if they had Jeremy Renner's character be deaf, had hearing aids on. I think that would have been really cool.
Right.
But
he can still hear, right, with a hearing aid?
Yeah, he can hear with the hearing aids.
Because it'd be weird. Everybody's like doing sign language, so Hawkeye can understand what they're saying.
But if you're a competent fighter, you should know call signs and sign language,
very
right?
True. But then his wit wouldn't be there because like, he reacts to other people.
Correct. I agree. So what I really like is all these characters. Doctor Strange, again, we've talked about him before and how you relate to him. You know, he has a physical limitations and injuries to what defines him, and he has to grow from that. So all these characters, it's really cool to see that they grow from these traumas. I mean, Loki, it's not technically confirmed by canon, but the large speculation is that when he fell off the Bifrost in the first Thor movie, is that he was not, we all know he was found by Thanos and his henchmen and the Chitauri, but it's strongly suggested that Loki was tortured into submission before being brainwashed by the Tesseract.
I'm sure they didn't ask him nicely.
No. So there was a reason. It wasn't of his own volition, because Loki is the master strategist. He's not going to go pick a fight with the Avengers if he could rule the world. He's not going to do that. That's stupid.
No, so it's going to be sad to see Loki go, because I don't think he's going to make it out of Infinity War alive.
Unfortunately, from all the clips, it looks like he's just in one scene.
Marvel just kind of kills off all of their villains, though, before they even... Like, he's the only one that, like, they kept him around and they developed his character several times over.
They had to, because of how popular he is.
But then they got rid of Ronan. I thought Ronan had a ton of potential.
I
they
love
got rid of
Lee
Yellow
Pace.
Jacket.
Love Lee Pace, but
so do I.
Not a good character. He was still a one-note character.
He was.
That a lot of Marvel characters are, I want to take over the world, or I want to destroy the world. They're not fully developed. They're single dimension characters. So once you kill them off, you don't miss them.
That's very true.
I wish Hela had been developed more.
Hela, I don't think she's dead. I think we're going to see her in Infinity War.
Well, because Thanos, what's he doing? He loves death. So he's destroying worlds for death.
So I'm curious.
But I don't know if that's going to play in the movie.
I don't know if she's going to be like the embodiment of death. So in the comics, like, death is an actual person.
Yeah.
So Thanos is in love with death, this entity that like collects souls.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to appease her so that he gets
he's in love with her.
He is. He gets the Infinity Gauntlet, snaps his finger, and then
Blows up
half of the universe is now dead. Literally half.
Yeah.
So all these people die. So all those souls go to death. So he was trying to like, hey,
Woo her.
look at what I did.
I brought you flowers in the shape of corpses.
Exactly. So I don't know if they're going to do that, but I keep reading that they're going to make Thanos' story like the greatest villain. Everybody thinks the villain is the hero. You know, like a villain, like I'm doing this because I'm right.
Yeah.
And
every hit villain is the hero of his own story.
Right. And I don't feel that a lot with like a lot of the Marvel villains. It's just like, oh, you're just crazy.
Yeah, you're just, like I said, one note.
Right.
You want to destroy the world or you want to take it over.
Apparently at some point we're going to be like, oh, I understand where he's coming from. I get it. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I trust in the Russos. I thought Civil War was great.
I agree.
And I've been saying this for years. Every time somebody's like, oh, well, Marvel did that. I'm like, in Marvel, I trust. Really, in Marvel, I trust. I trusted when they got rid of Edgar Wright, when they cast Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, which I was so against. It was very entertaining. I enjoyed the heck out of that.
Yeah.
When they cast an Olsen as Scarlet Witch, yeah. I was like, I don't know about that. She was awesome. I don't really love her accent. I'll just say that.
No.
It's Russian, Slovenian. I don't even know what it is.
It's only apparent half the time, too.
It's strange, but she's awesome. I think she's great.
I want to see her be more badass. That's the only thing is they have some of the most powerful characters that literally could go toe to toe with Thanos.
Oh my gosh, she could
destroy
half of a world with her mind.
Yes.
You know, she can warp reality.
Yes.
Like she does. Her power set is like off the chart.
She could have taken
nerdy conversation right now.
Well, she could have taken the trigger words out of Bucky's head.
She could have.
Yeah.
Right. No, but
and Vision.
Oh, but you don't know how that worked out because you haven't seen Black Panther. Yes,
I know.
I am shaming you.
I have seen the cutscenes, dude.
I am shaming you.
Shame me all you want. I don't care.
You don't know how amazing Shuri is.
I've seen clips of her.
Oh, clips are so much better than actually seeing it in context, like along with the movie.
You're
on.
Right. Moving on. Anyways, so because we still have to talk about brain stuff.
Yeah, we do. So it's been a weird brain week. Going through my strange week through therapy, I have once I get like a little overwhelmed, I can't even say overwhelmed. I am always overwhelmed. Like I can't stress how much I'm overwhelmed constantly. But like when it's like super overwhelming, or there's a lot of stuff going on or things are a little chaotic, my memory it goes to shit. Like it goes somewhere else. So this last week or so, there's a street that I really like driving down. It's called Chandler. For the life of me, I couldn't remember the name of the street. I've been going down that street, going from Sherman Oaks to Burbank down that street for like 20 years. It left. It just wasn't there. It wasn't registering, like nothing close. I could picture the street. I just couldn't picture the name. And it really messed me up. And then it happened again with someone's name. I couldn't remember the person's name. I've known the person forever. There was no reason for me not to know it, but at the time I was a little stressed out. There was a lot going on. Things were like a little cluttered. Like it was a lot. And so yeah, so it's been a very strange brain week for me.
Can you relate that to a character that's going to be in Infinity Wars?
I think I can relate it to Bucky.
Okay.
Because Bucky's kind of like that. Bucky's cool and everything's good until like a few words are said.
Right.
And then like it brings them back to a certain place. And I kind of feel like that happens to me. Like when things are a little chaotic, it kind of feels like when like things were chaotic and I was in the hospital and things were chaotic beforehand. And that's like why I had the stroke. And not saying that like, you know, a little book with like several different words is going to turn me into a killer, but.
Right. With 12 words.
With 12 words. Is it 12 words?
It's 12.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're a Bucky fan. I know one of the words is homecoming.
Yes. The last word is freight car.
Freight car. I know homecoming.
Longing.
Longing?
Yeah, longing's one of the words too.
Yeah, and I always thought homecoming that was like a little Easter egg for like Spider-Man, because it's Spider-Man Homecoming, right? No?
No.
Come on, I thought it was an Easter. Is it?
No,
really?
I don't think it's an Easter egg.
You think it was an accident?
No, I mean obviously but all the words that I haven't gone through every single word, but most of the words that are used to trigger Bucky, I believe they have some sort of significance to Bucky's character. Like the last word's freight car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what he fell off a freight car and died.
Exactly.
He literally died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, yeah. Was dying as he was picked up.
Yeah, I think one of the other the other words should be like clapping hands because he couldn't because he had like one arm. Get it?
Oh my God.
Too soon? Sorry,
Too
Bucky.
soon.
But yeah, so like he gets triggered by like certain words. I get triggered, I think, by like actions.
Yeah.
You know, like things around me like really, really trigger me and kind of I don't know. I feel like I revert, and that sucks. I don't like feeling like I revert. I always want to move forward. If anything, I want to tread water. I don't ever want to fall back. And every time like something like that pops up, I feel like I'm falling back.
Yeah, it's totally relatable.
So what I need to do is I need to go to Wakanda.
Yes.
I need to hang out with Shuri.
Yeah.
And she needs to fix my brain.
Yes, and she needs to find another name for you because you can't be the White Wolf.
Oh, I can't be the White. Well, you know the White Wolf in the comics is a bad guy.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
He's
that.
one of the villains.
So
what is... Oh, no.
No.
They can't make him a villain again. He's such a good guy
now.
No,
he can't do... Like, in a story structure-wise, how many times has he been taken back to be a bad guy? It can't happen.
They can't Loki him.
No. They can't. Especially if he's going to be Captain America.
I was poking
I
because
know.
Loki's like, oh, he's good. Oh, no, he's bad. Oh, he's good for real this time. Oh, no, he's bad again. See?
No.
You know what Loki is? Loki is a wrestler. You know, like in wrestling, it's like, oh, the good guy. Oh, no, he's a bad guy.
Oh, like WWE
no, he's a
wrestling.
Good guy.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's a bad guy. Hulk Hogan dyed his hair or his beard black. He's bad. Oh, he's back to the bright yellow mustache. Awesome. He's good. That's what Loki is. Loki is WWE.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Damn right it is.
My goodness. So I'm just trying to think. It's like, so we have these awesome characters, and it's like you got to find a character that you relate to, or a character that you can see some of your own issues in, that can help you kind of be like, either feel a little less bad, right? Because here's this badass superhero that's dealing with crap, right? Or it's like sometimes it'll help just looking at what these characters are going through and being like, oh, like it's okay.
You're right.
Or how are they moving past it, you know?
You can almost live vicariously through some of these characters.
Yeah.
Or just take like certain traits of them. Like with me, like even through like physical therapy, like physical recovery. Oh my God, it was so exhausting. But if Captain America can stop a helicopter from taking off with his bare hands.
That's true.
I think I can lift this weight.
That was one of the hottest scenes ever. Apparently, Chris Evans like really messed up his elbow doing that stunt.
I think he messed up his elbow holding up that massive bicep. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and let's talk about that look Bucky gave him when he's seeing him do that. That was hot.
Was it hot?
Oh my God, yeah. There was so much wanting in that.
No,
look.
I'll tell you the best look is when Bucky and Falcon were in the backseat of the car and they were arguing because like they hate each other.
Yes.
And
Can you move your seat up? No.
No. And then Captain America, he kissed Agent 13.
Ugh, the most lackluster, lack of chemistry kiss in the face of the planet.
Dude, that was so forced.
No, that was shoehorned in. Like they didn't originally have that. They like filmed it last minute.
That makes so much sense. But I like how they're in the back seat and they kind of like leaned in on one another, like, yeah.
But did you see Bucky's face? That was so not a happy smile. He was like lips pressed, cheeks nice and tight. Mm-hmm.
I think he liked Agent 13.
No, he was like, "Girl, you kissing my man."
Oh.
Excuse you? Excuse you? Where are you putting your lips?
You keep trying to make the Captain Bucky thing happen. Fetch is never going to happen.
That's
Stop
not the
trying
line.
to make fetch happen. It is.
It wasn't 100% correct.
It was close.
Not enough.
It's
Not
fetch.
if you are quoting Mean Girls, it has to be correct or nothing at all.
Oh, well, what's the correct line? Stop
Gretchen,
trying to make fetch happen.
Gretchen, fetch is not going to happen. Stop making. I don't even know if that's right.
No,
cut that.
It is. You're trying to shame me.
Yeah. I was like, wait a second.
You're trying to shame me with Mean Girls.
I just knew what you said wasn't right.
You got it 50% right. I got it 50% right.
We're
Our
one
50% brains just made that
Woo!
work.
We tried to clap hands. It didn't work very well.
I just clapped your forearm.
I know. Did you break your hand there?
No. This is the good hand. This is the bad one. I got to take this. What's this tape called again?
KT tape.
KT tape. I got to get this KT tape off, and it's gonna suck because I have hairy forearms.
Yep, he's giving himself a free wax.
So yeah, this is for everybody out there. If you haven't caught up on any of the Marvel stuff, catch up on the Marvel stuff.
Watch Infinity Wars trailer.
I'm specifically talking to my co-host here because Black Panther is a huge part of Infinity War.
The more you tell me to do something, the less I want to do it, right?
Oh, you know what you should do? Be a grown-up and go see. Stop being spiteful to harm yourself when your co-host is just trying to help you live your best life. and you're going to live your best life by going to see Black Panther, which is an incredible movie, and which is going to make so much sense to that big giant war scene where everybody's coming. Oh my God, it's going to make so much sense.
Anyways, if you haven't seen the Infinity Wars trailer, make sure to watch it. It's amazing.
If you're the one person who hasn't seen the Infinity War trailer, do that. Even if you haven't seen any of the Marvel movies, if you watch this, you're going to be like, what is happening?
Yeah, it's a lot of what's happening, but it's like amazing what's happening.
It is. All good things.
Yes. So make sure to do that. Remember, find a character to relate to. It doesn't have to be Marvel.
It doesn't.
But it can help you, especially if it's like a movie you want to see that's coming out and that's a well done movie. Find it if there's a character that you can find similarities to, or even if there's a character you're like, I want to be like, I'm Bat Widow, right? So I want to be Black Widow, right? What do I like about Natasha's character? What do I not like about Natasha's character? And be like, that's pretty cool. I want this. I want that. And like he's saying, if Captain America can literally pull down a flying helicopter with a hot Bucky in it, right? And then they get a nice pool scene. You can do it too.
I mean, movies, TV, books, comics, they're a great mental escape.
Yes.
And there's a lot of pressure in recovery. There's a lot of stimulation outside of the house. It's exhausting. Sometimes it's good just to take your mind somewhere else, to a fictional place. And if you can't find that character, find it somewhere else. Find it in real life. Maybe it's your mother, your brother, your cousin, your dad, your neighbor. Just find somebody that's going to help you get by. I wrote a blog, Dr. Strange and the Occupational Therapist Who Fixed Me.
Right.
And some woman reached out to me and she was like, oh, it was this and it was great. And it was great to read it. And my son, and she was like, he bonded with his occupational therapist after he had his stroke at 10.
Wow.
I was crushed. I was just heartbroken. But then on the flip side, I was like, I'm really happy that something that I wrote or something that I experienced is helping somebody else.
Right.
I think that's awesome. And she said that the Doctor Strange part really spoke to him.
Right,
because
he's a kid.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, and also I am very immature. So it worked out perfectly.
You're a kid.
But yeah, it was crushing, it was a little emotional, but it was awesome, I just think the fact that we're reaching people and helping people and I don't know, it warms my heart. It warms my cold, black, dead heart.
Did your heart grow 3 times?
It did. Now you want to know how big it is? 3 times the size of nothing. Again, the NeuroNerds, we're here to help.
Yes, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the NeuroNerds. Make sure to follow us on Facebook.
So we want your stories. We want to share them because that it inspires me. It inspires Lauren over here, and I'm sure you guys are going to inspire a whole lot of other survivors and help them on their path to recovery.
And if you don't speak English, don't worry. At least I speak 4 other languages. Joe kind of speaks.
I'm working on English. When I master English, I'll jump into another language.
And if it's one of the languages we don't speak, we have friends.
We do.
One of our latest one was from Brazil. So again, make sure to send in your stories. We'd love to read them and respond. And make sure to watch Infinity Wars, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, guys. NeuroNerds
out.
Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah. Good close.